Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a really profound question. Why would a highly complex universe inherently require a guide? To figure this out, we're going to unpack a classic theological text known as the 10th word. We'll explore its logic, the beautiful allegories it uses, and what it says about the very structural requirements of existence.
Part 1, the user manual for life. Let's ground this massive concept with a super relatable everyday frustration. So picture this. You just bought a highly complex, incredibly advanced electronic device. You turn it on, it lights up, makes all the right sounds, it clearly works perfectly. But there is one massive problem. It completely lacks a user manual. You're just left entirely on your own, staring at it, guessing its true purpose, and struggling to figure out even its basic functions. It's incredibly frustrating, right? And this perfectly hits the nail on the head for the text core analogy. On one hand, we've got our confusing new gadget. On the other, we have the ultimate complex system, life itself. The author's argument here is just so striking. If we feel utterly lost without instructions for some simple gadget in our living room, how on earth can we possibly navigate the immense complexity of life without a guide to explain why we're even here? Think about the universe for a second. Just like that advanced device, it's clearly functioning perfectly. It's got this intricate design, flawless physical laws, and a perfect rhythm. But the how and the why of it all, that remains completely locked away. Unless we have an external explainer to literally hand us the proverbial user manual, the true purpose behind the whole mechanism remains completely inaccessible. Moving on to part 2, the Sultan and his trusted envoy, let's see how this modern idea of a user manual elevates into a grand, timeless narrative. The author draws a beautiful parallel using a story about a great ruler, a sultan, and his most trusted envoy, which the text calls the Yavari Ekram. In this allegory, the envoy acts as an abstract guiding light. See, he isn't just some simple messenger. He serves as the absolute, vital communicative link between the unseen ruler and the realm. The envoy speaks on the sultan's behalf, conveying his rules and introducing his grand will to a public who otherwise just wouldn't understand the sovereign's intent. Within this story, there's a profound rhetorical question that really challenges our logical expectations. It asks, is it at all possible that such a carefully decorated universe and such a sacred artisan would not have an envoy to introduce himself? Basically, it's arguing that it is entirely illogical for a creator of such a cosmic masterpiece to just remain silent and not send a guide to explain his work. Part 3, the secret of flawless beauty. Now, this brings us to a deeply fascinating philosophical assertion that totally shifts how we view the nature of existence. According to the story, perfect beauty inherently demands a medium to showcase itself to an audience. The text argues that it's literally just as impossible for perfect beauty to exist without an envoy to reveal it as it is for the sun to exist without radiating light. Think about it. The light is the inevitable proof of the sun, right? Similarly, the envoy is the inevitable revealer of hidden, perfect beauty. So the crucial point here is that in this philosophical framework, the existence of an envoy, a guide, a messenger, an explainer, isn't just some nice little addition to the universe. It's definitely not a secondary feature. It's actually a fundamental structural requirement of the universe's flawless design. The grand design absolutely demands to be witnessed and understood. And well, that requires a guide. Part 4, the need for a guide. Let's scale this grand allegory back to our reality and look at how the text synthesizes all of this. The text lays out a logical progression that applies no matter what scale you're looking at. Step 1, we observe a highly complex, purposeful system, our cosmos. Step 2, we, the users, interact with this system every single day. Because of that, step 3 just naturally snaps right into place. An explainer is absolutely required for the user to truly understand it. The sheer purposefulness of the cosmos creates a rigid logical necessity for a guide. To really ground this philosophy, the narrative anchors its logical journey in a definitive Quranic verse, and we certainly sent into every nation a messenger, saying, "Worship Allah." By bringing this in, the source illustrates how Islamic theology directly addresses this intrinsic human need for a cosmic user manual. It frames historical messengers not as random events, but as the necessary fulfillment of the universe's structural design. To wrap up this explainer, I really want to bring this macro theology right down to a personal level. In your own day-to-day search for life's meaning, amidst all the crazy complexity of the modern world, do you ever feel the need for a guide? Have you ever desperately wished someone would just hand you the manual for it all? It's a powerful thought. And it captures exactly why these ancient questions about envoys and purpose remain so incredibly relevant to us today. Keep asking those questions and definitely keep exploring.